what's going on? Matthew Taman here. Listen, I hope that you're having a wonderful, magnificent, and an incredible and amazing day. I'm excited about today's show, and for those of you that have tuned in for this particular session, you are definitely going to love this. And those that are going to watch this later, if you want to get through the live trainings, make sure you sign up from learnjoomlafast.com. But let's get right to it. You know, I get this question asked all the time. Matter of fact, it's probably one of the biggest questions that I get asked, especially from those that are getting started. And that question is, how can I make money with Joomla? So I have this master course here that I've created that walks you through that whole process. It's very extensive, very detailed, goes through, a whole lot. But today I want to talk to you about 8 ways that you can make money with Joomla from home. So regardless of whatever experience that you have, I am going to give you 8 proven ways that I've used all of them. The funny part is I've used all of them, and they have worked. They worked for me, and they've worked for a lot of people. So I want to share those things with you. Okay. So make sure that you're not distracted for the next few minutes or so as I go through this, because you're going to learn some things that can help you become financially independent. I get emails sometimes from people that live in developing nations saying that, I don't have the resources, I don't have the tools. It's just something like, it's not working out for me. What can I do? Well, I have great news for you today, because you're going to learn things that regardless of where you live, you can be able to apply any one of these, use any one of these, and you will see a tremendous change in your business this year. I guarantee you that. Okay. So as you can see, I have a lot of tabs open. Let's get right to it now. Okay, so the first way that you can make money with Joomla, that is you can become a template designer, or template developer. And let's go over here. When I started in Joomla 2007, I started as a template designer / developer. And what that means is that I did more of the designing. Designing is when you just design the front end and work on some stuff. And then a developer is when you have to go through the server to be able to do some things, make some more detailed changes, like with the coding, the HTML, the CSS, and things like that. So when I started, I actually started with this website right here. This is guru.com. And my first year when I started with Joomla, I didn't have any prior experience. I mean, I just got thrown right in with the rest of them. But I was real dedicated, because I learned and I committed myself to learning Joomla. So after about 2 to 3 weeks of working on it 24/7, literally, I'm like, you know what? I am going to just dive into this thing, and I am just going to learn it and start doing it for people. So I started creating websites for clients. So this is where websites like guru.com comes into place, and you have the Upwork, which used to be Elance or Desk before. So these are 2 great sites that if you are a designer, if you've learned Joomla enough that you feel that you can start to create websites for clients, I definitely encourage you to create an account with any one of these. They have quite a few of them, but these are the 2 that I have used. I don't use them as much. I do have accounts there, but Guru, I haven't used Guru in, I don't know how long it's been. And for Upwork, I have an account there, but I haven't used it as much. But the point that I'm trying to make is this: when you come through here, you see there are a lot of work for Joomla stuff. So companies are always looking for Joomla websites. They're always looking for someone to design a website for them. So this is a great opportunity. If I just type in here, let's see what's going to happen. If I just type in here Joomla and I press enter. And as you see here, you can find or see other designers and developers that have the expertise here, and they are making pretty good amount of money doing it. Let's take some here. You can scroll down just to kind of get a feel for it. And these guys, sometimes they're making, they've already earned 20,000. You got some that's earned 200,000. You have some that have earned 100K, and some are charging, $59 an hour, $20 an hour. Let's see here, 9 to 50 an hour. You got 42. So the point that I'm showing you this is that you can become a Joomla designer. Now, all those guys here, there are different levels. You have those that have 1 year experience. You have those that have 5 years experience. You have those that have more experience. So based on how long you've been using Joomla, your experience, then you can be able to command a whole lot more. And they focus on different types of websites here, which we're going to talk a little bit about that later. Oh, excuse me. So we're going to focus on that a little bit later. But the point is, make sure that you go to guru.com or upwork.com and create a free account. It doesn't hurt to create a free account. And as you go through there, you can see so many companies that are looking for right now, professional services. They're looking for programming and development. Let's go there. And this one, you have the web dev, they have writing, they have marketing. Let's go to web dev so we can see here. And this is some of the developers that you can see on there. And you too can be able to find different jobs. But the point of it is that once you come here and you create an account, you have so much more opportunities that are going to open up for you. So much more opportunities are going to open up for you because companies are looking for people just like you. And there are times when the company may not want to hire someone that charges $50 an hour because they just don't have that budget for it. So guess what? They're going to come and look for someone that charges maybe $10 an hour. When I first started back in like 2007, I was charging, like $10 to $15 an hour. And I was getting a lot of work then. Matter of fact, my first year or so, I did almost 15,000. Now that may not seem like a whole lot. I don't know what's going on. This is a little bit slow. That may not seem like a whole lot, but when you come from not knowing anything and just engulfing yourself in there and you do a great job at it, I was making, that was pretty good money for my first year, which is really exciting. I learned so many things that year that I will never, ever forget. So once again, you can go to guru.com and you can go to upwork.com. It's a little bit slow right now. I'm not sure what's going on, but you can go to that site and you can create a free account. You can sign up, create a portfolio. When you're creating your account, make sure that you set up a portfolio. And your portfolio, if you don't have a lot of sites that you've already created, why don't you build some, just build some demo stuff so people can at least see your potential. So I have a lot of people saying to me, I haven't done too many projects. What can I use for my portfolio? Just offer an organization or a startup. Just tell them, listen, I'm going to charge you little to nothing because I want to use your site as to add in my portfolio. There are a lot of companies that will love that. So that is how you build your portfolio if you don't have anything there. So you can be able to get started. All these guys here, that's how they got started. So the number one way, the first one, not the number one, but the first way is that you can become a template designer, template developer. And that is why I have courses that'll teach you how to create different types of websites. So when you go over to the learnjoomlafast.com site and you look at the courses here, there's so many courses that teaches you how to build a variety of different types of websites, because when you start to work for other clients, you're going to learn how to build just about anything. And that is where, your skill set, that is where the courses that I'm teaching you will help you to do just that. Okay, so that's the first one. The next one is that you can sell your templates. Now let's take a look here. This is Template Monster, the largest collection of templates in the world, I believe. Now I haven't really used them, so I'm not endorsing them, and I'm not saying that they're whatever, but I'm just using this as an example because when they started a while back, I had an account with them, and I kind of went through and tested them out. But it's been years since I used them. But anyway, besides the point is, you can see here, you can sell your templates for anyone that's taking any one of my courses, like the Helix. So if you've taken the Helix courses, you can be able to come in and do this right here. Like you see all these here, they allow for you to you can sell your templates. You can make a certain profit off of it, and you can also do the same thing too for Theme Forest. This is another one. Now, by the way, they have several other places that you can sell your templates on. And it should come in, you're going to realize that there are a lot of people just like you who started out not knowing anything about Joomla, about template design and all that stuff. And they were able to start designing the templates and to come here and to sell it. So you should see right here, you go to CMS, you have Joomla. People are making a lot of money selling the templates. So let's take a look here. You see, and they're using the frameworks that I've already taught you guys how to use. If you've, followed any of my courses for any period of time, you notice that you have the Helix, you have the T4, you have the Gantry, you have so many other frameworks which I've covered. They are using those things and to build the templates, and they're selling them. So look at this one, for example. He built this basic template, and he's already made 19 sales. This one, for example, he's made over 4,000 sales from a basic template. It's a Joomla template. You have this. Let's go through what else. This one at $48, 9 sales. So the point that I want you to see is that there are people out there who, and the crazy thing about it is, I've had so many emails from some of you that have reached out to me. This one guy reached out to me and said, I really appreciate your Joomla courses, because the skill set that I've learned from that, I'm building websites and I'm selling those websites, sometimes for thousands of dollars. So listen, you can make it happen. I don't care where you live in the world. If you live in a developing nation, you still can make that happen. So we're going to go, let's see here. Let's take a look at one of these one page. So let's just preview this template, for example. So this is one developers that created it, and they're selling it for $31. So as you can see here, this is a standard Joomla template. What they've done here is that they've created multiple versions. And if you've watched any of my page builder courses, I'm just going to click this one, for example. If you've watched any one of my page builder courses, you're going to notice that I show you how you can be able to use different tools to customize and build unique designs. So this one right here, it's still very basic and very simple. This is something that you can do this. You can start to build your own templates and sell them. You can do that as a white label. A white label is when you create a template for a company and your name is not attached to it. That becomes their property. So I do that a lot. That companies reach out to me and I design something for them and they're going to use it. They put their name on there. They put by them, but I was the one that actually built it, sometimes from scratch and other times just from customizing a template, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But as you can see here, this is a pretty nice template that you can be able to develop with Page Builder. Whether you use SP Page Builder or use any other Joomla Page Builder, the point of it is that you can be able to design something like this. It's very, very simple. Trust me. It looks like a lot going on, but it's not that complicated at all. It is not complicated. So we have this one here, and they have so many of them that you can be able to browse through, and they have some pretty good sales. You can imagine you sell a template like this, you can make a really good amount of money from people who are looking for something like, what you're offering. So this is one of the really cool ways to be able to do that. And when you sell that, you make so much money. So let's take, for example, like this guy here, okay, at $59, and he sold over 4,000. That's over $200,000. That's a lot of money from $59. So you don't have to sell your templates for like $100 or $300. You can sell them for $20, $30, $40, $50. And people buy those. So this is an easy way for those that you love to create things, right? You have different ideas of different templates. This is where you can be able to use that freedom and your flexibility to let all those design ideas that you have in your head to be able to build templates that you can sell. You can make good money doing this. So we looked at that. So being a template designer where you sell your templates, it's a great thing because you work at your own pace. You build everything, you upload everything, people demo it, people preview it, then they purchase it from there. and you have a lot of money. Now, there's something too that I used to do a lot. Matter of fact, I had a site that I had about 70 to 80 custom templates that I designed myself. And it was fun. And the cool thing about it is that it didn't take me months to develop those template design. It took me about 3 weeks, because I was designing probably maybe 3 to 4 a day. So once you become comfortable with Joomla, you can be able to definitely, do that. So that's another way. Then the next way we want to look at too is to customize. Okay, customize. You can if you don't want to be a template designer, you can do this instead. You can be able to just customize templates for people. What that means is that when someone purchases a template like the one I just showed you, you can, let me choose another one from here. So let's just preview this one, for example. This one is a basic one for $13. It's a personal template, but you can be able to customize a template. So if you don't want to design it, if you don't want to be a developer, you want to go through all that stuff, customizing means that when someone purchased the template, they're going to come to you and they need to change. If they want to change, let's say the menu, they want to change, let's say there's links here. They want to change the background color. They want to change different things on the template. You can do that as well. And so let's go, for example, like this right now. Let's say a company purchase this template and they want to be able to customize some things. You can definitely do that. You can come in and just change these numbers here. You can change different things, change the bottom, change everything here. So that's another part too. You just customize templates. You don't create them. You don't develop them. You just customize them and you tweak them to give it a certain look and a certain feel. And a lot of clients that have that will definitely appreciate that. And then there's another one too. While we're on the templates thing here, let's check out Fiverr.com. Okay. Now, for those of you who haven't heard of Fiverr, it's a site where you can be able to find people to do crazy things for like $5. Now, they've changed over time. When they first started years ago, everything was $5, but now they've gone up to several hundreds, even thousands, I believe, because they've made some changes. But you can start to install Joomla templates and extensions. There are people who, let me see if they have anything here. Installation or Joomla. I'll just put in Joomla. There are people who are looking for, let's say Joomla website. There are people who are looking for someone to install a new template they just bought. Let's say someone purchased a template and they need someone to install it. Well, you can do that for $5. $5 just to install a template. That takes you less than 2 minutes. If you've watched any of my other video tutorials that I showed you how to install a template, you can do this for $5. Okay, you can install basic templates for clients, even if that's all that you do. Okay, if that's all that you do, and let's say in a year you just install, let's say you install about 60 per month. Or 60, that's like $325 that you've made just from installing templates. And it takes you literally 1 minute to do it. So if you haven't seen my course, make sure you check that out again. That I go over that. But this one here, you can see what people are doing with Joomla. Like they'll redesign your Joomla websites for $50. They'll fix, hack, remove malware for $25. They'll fix, develop, customize. I'm just talking about it now. The theme here for $5. They will build a landing page, which we'll cover later, for $150. But the point of it is, use what you already know in Joomla to start to make money. Don't wait until you master every single thing in Joomla, because even for me, I've been using Joomla for, since the beginning, and I haven't mastered every single part in terms of the developmental part of it. Now I can do some things there, but I want you to start to use whatever skill set that you have. If you know how to customize templates, maybe you've watched one of my courses and you've learned customization. Well, this is a great opportunity for you to take that skill set, go to Fiverr.com. Create an account and become a seller. Start to put yourself out there. You got to put yourself out there. You can't wait until you learn everything to start putting yourself out there. There's some people here, they are making good money. They're making a lot of money just by doing basic stuff that I've already taught you how to do. You know how to do these things. I created a Joomla website for $75. So make sure, you go out there and you put yourself out there. This is something that you can start to make money with that immediately. So another aspect too of it is that you can become an affiliate. So if you don't want to design, develop, you don't want to do all that stuff, you just want to resell templates, like you can join an affiliate program like the one that Joomla has, or other, template developers have, that you can create an account. You have an affiliate link, and anytime that someone makes a purchase, you get a certain percent of commission, from that, and you have your minimum payout. So this is another great way. And there are people that are making a whole lot of money because all they do is just affiliate marketing. They just promoting other people's product. You don't have to create the product yourself. You don't have to store the product yourself. All you're doing is you join their partners program or affiliate program. You get a back end, you get a link, and you just start to share the stuff that someone has already developed. That's just like drop shipping, which you don't store the product, you don't keep the inventory, you just like the middleman. So this is another great way. It's an easy way. Okay, and Joomla templates, they're in high demand. So if you can partner up with a company that offers an affiliate program, that is going to be a really great way for you to be able to generate cash. And just by people clicking on it, they click on it, they purchase it, the money goes to your account. So even if you live in a developing nation, and I'm saying this because I get quite a few number of emails from those that live in developing nations, and they're saying that, I don't have this, I don't have that, this and the other. With an affiliate, when you become an affiliate, you don't even have to have a website. You don't really need a website when you're an affiliate. Now, it helps to boost sales if you do have one. But when you create an account, they're going to give you a link like this one here. You take that link and you share that link on your social media profile. When people click on that link, it registers that the sale came from you. So even if you don't have a website, maybe you don't even want to get into the website business at all in terms of designing it, building it, customizing. You don't want to do that. Well, become an affiliate and you can make money just by, selling other people's stuff. So this is a really simple and easy way to do that. Okay, so let's move on to this one now. Excuse me. The next one is you can become a template extension developer. Now, this takes a little bit more work. You have to understand like JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and, different languages that's used to build Joomla. And you have to understand how the Joomla structure works on the back end. And as you can see here, they have a lot of developers that are creating things that people need. So right now, there are over 7,801 extensions. And what that means is that these developers, they know what they're doing, most of them, and they build awesome extensions that you can be able to use. Let's say you wanted to have a banner management, affiliate system. I'm just going through a live support, file management, performance. Let's see what else we got. Social display, social share, gallery, and the list goes on and on. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. With this one here, you would need to know some coding, a lot of coding to be able to do it. So you have to, sign up if you never coded before, because the way that the structure is on the back end, you need to know things like JavaScript, jQuery, HTML, CSS, Python, PHP. So having knowledge of those, C++, C#, having knowledge of those will help you to become a better developer. But once again, it's not for everybody. So for those that want to take that challenge on, I definitely think it's something that you can be able to take on and you can be able to handle. So the next thing now is you can do another way to make money is you can do what I do, which is I do more of training now. Now, I still do develop website. Matter of fact, this website here was developed. I design and create everything, myself here. But you can become, start selling courses online, creating online video tutorials. Maybe you've learned a little bit about Joomla and you want to share whatever knowledge that you have. And trust me, There's someone out there that is waiting for your explanation. There's someone out there that may not get the clarification that they need, but the way that you explain it. If you speak a different language, why don't you start your own Joomla site in your native tongue? You know, that's another great way for you to do that. Provide insight, provide basic training. And I would love to even partner with you, train you, help you out if you want to do something like that. But I think that if you want to create online courses, there's always a need for it. You know, if you go to Udemy website, I have about 27 courses that I've created. About 25 of those are Joomla specific and Joomla related. So if you love to share your knowledge, if you love to share what you've learned, this is a great way for you to do by creating courses that you can create a membership site like mine, you know, and people can become part of it. Like I just completed this passive income course specifically for Joomla that it took me some time to build. And I kind of go through step by step by, you know, beginner to pro, frameworks, extensions, sales funnel, freelancing, you know, that whole nine. So I really, really enjoy creating these tutorials because it allows for me to share what I've learned in Joomla in the past, you know, a few years or so. So let's move on now. Next, we want to move on to hosting. Now, once again, I'm not endorsing the companies that you see in any of these videos. If I don't say I'm endorsing them, so I just use them as an example for companies that I've used or currently using so that you can understand the point that I'm trying to make. So I'm not endorsing anyone. So now let's move on to web hosting. When I started in 2002, matter of fact, I started with an e-commerce website. This is even before Joomla was really out. So with web hosting, and I've covered this in other videos as well, training, is when you resell web space for other people. So you become like a landlord, okay? And then you start to lease, you know, intellectual property to other people, like the server space. So with something like this, so you have 60 gigabytes of disk, you have 90, you have 140. And what is this going to allow you to do is that people, companies, nonprofit organizations, if they want to launch their website and they're looking for a web hosting company, you can be their web host. You can help them. Now, the great thing about when you do reseller is that you don't have to be an expert on servers to be able to, you know, have a web hosting company, because the company, so let's say you go with HostGator or any other company, they are the parent. So if you need support, if you need help, all you have to do is just send an email to that company and they're going to help you or help your clients on your behalf. So they don't even have to let the client know that, you know, it's coming from them. So your client have a question and need help. Your client contact you, you contact the company sends the response to you, and then you email that client to let them know what the issue was or whatever questions that they have. So when you have this here, it's really great. You can also get a dedicated server, which also works really well. A dedicated server is another great way because it gives you a lot of flexibility. And as you scroll through the page here, you notice that it gives you some of the different features that you can see. Now, if you have a little bit more money that you want to throw at this, then this is another great way for you to go big, and you can still host a lot more sites. You can still have a lot more control, and it's another great way for you to do that. All right, so now let's take a look at, we got a couple more here. Let's take a look at consulting. Now, let's say that you just didn't want to design, you didn't want to, host, you didn't want to do a filler, you just wanted to say, you know what, I don't want to do none of that. I just want to consult people that are looking to create websites, which is what I do. I have so many people reach out to me that want to make decisions about certain aspects of their business, and sometimes that is with their website. So they'll reach out to me and ask me what I think about this. And because I have 17 years experience in the industry, I'm able to help them make better decisions on what to do, what type of server, for example. I have some clients that reached out to me and they're getting started. So instead of them just starting out with a basic web hosting, they want to go to a dedicated, but they don't have the budget for a dedicated server. They don't have the manpower. They don't understand how things work. So I have to consult. I have to let them know that based on your budget, this is what I recommend. Based on different things, you're going to need this here. Make sure you have that there. Security, your web hosting, the SSL certificate. There's so many things that goes in. But when you do consulting, you have to have a vast knowledge of the entire industry, like a landscape knowledge. So that way, when you're talking with someone, if they have a question about web hosting, you can answer that question. Like when I'm doing consultations and the client have questions about web hosting, I can answer them and give them very detailed stuff. If they want to understand about what RAM is, what SSD or HDD, if they want to understand what the core, if they want to understand just different part of web hosting, we can talk hosting, because that is what I initially started long before I started even building Joomla stuff. If they have questions about an affiliate program, then we can do the affiliate as well. If they have questions about, let's say, Fiverr or something, or if they have questions about Guru or Upwork, freelancing, outsourcing, I can be able to answer those questions, for them, which is something that is really great. So when you're doing consulting, you have to have a broad knowledge of just about everything in the industry. And it really helps you when you're helping the clients, because you can help someone save money or save time, which is what I've done so many times. They are going to come back and they are going to love you for. I get so many emails from clients just saying, listen, thank you so much. When you told me to do this, I did this and it worked out, and things like that. So next, I want to go, and finally, I want to go over one last thing, and that is sales funnel. Sales funnels is different from just creating just templates. It is a template, but with sales funnels, for example, let me see here. You can go in any one of these. With a sales funnel, it allows you to be able to build just like a one page. Sales funnels go like a breadcrumb, where you have the landing page and then you usually have information on that page. Let's take a look. Which one of these can I use as an example? Mechanic. I'll just go with this one right here. Or even this one we'll take a look at. So what sales funnel is in a nutshell, here it is. In a nutshell, you typically wouldn't have all this menus and anything like that. But you just have, let's say you're selling the book. You have just a landing page about the book. You have a CTA, a call to action, so people can be able to click. I'm not sure that's a good example for the sales funnel, but I want to give an idea for how that can work. And people can be able to click on there. You can collect people's email. That is where you collect a lot of emails with your sales funnel. You collect the email and then you do a follow up. So a sales funnel is really, really in a nutshell. It allows for you to build your following. It allows for you to generate sales. It allows for you to focus exclusively on a particular product that you want to push. And when you have a website that you like, something like this that you want to push, I'm going to show you an example too. Like even with this right here, this like in a way like a basic, sales funnel type of site. And like this one here is a perfect example. So I can have this just as a one site. I don't have to have any other links at the very top. So when people come, they can click the sign up. They can scroll down to see what this is about. They can read a little bit more. They can choose their packages. They can go through all the details. So sales funnel, I go extensively and have a course that goes extensively about sales funnel, how to build one from scratch, which as you can see from this little thumbnail here, I created about 100 of them and those did, very well. So having a sales funnel or creating sales funnel, you can charge about $250 to $500 plus to build just a basic landing page, which goes back again to your template design and customizing themes, and things like that. So I really thank you guys for those that have are tuning in, those that are listening, and those that are going to watch this later on. If you need specific training for your specific type of business, make sure that you go to the learnjoomlafast.com site. You can go to the live training and you can learn about something specific about your site. When I do this live trainings or do these videos, what companies reach out to me for that they want to learn. But when you set up your session, we do something specifically for what you need to understand, like this one here. So this is a really great way to answer all of your questions. It's a great way to go through everything and help you bring a lot of clarity, because you skip the learning curve. Anytime that you learn anything new, regardless how simple it is, there's always going to be a learning curve that you learn as you're going, along the way. So if you have any questions, feel free. Now is going to be the time to ask those questions. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in today. And if you haven't signed up yet for your session, make sure that you go to learnjoomlafast.com and we can get all your questions answered. Thank you and have a wonderful day.